My name is Mary, and here's a little bit about me. 21 years ago, my 20-year-old son, Christopher, died, and like many of you, my life was turned upside down. I floundered for months in a world that I knew nothing about, until finally a social worker at the clinic where I worked told me about a support group called the Compassionate Friends. So very nervously, I made that first phone call and was invited to go to my first meeting. It was a threshold that I did not want to walk through. It was a place I never imagined myself to be. But once I walked through that door, I was immediately embraced and welcomed into a room where I didn't have to explain myself. People knew exactly how I felt. I would go to a meeting, I would stop, it would be too much, I'd go back. But eventually, the chapter that I belonged to was about to fold unless someone stepped up to take the leadership role. I say that everyone there stood backwards and I was left standing in the foreground. And so I became the leader of our local Compassionate Friends chapter. The greatest joy that I get as a chapter leader is watching people just like me who had passed over that threshold the first time with that deer in the headlights look and thinking that there was no hope, that there was no way that they were going to find any kind of light at the end of the tunnel. And when I see them come back month after month to a meeting, I can see a visible change in them as they start to interact with other members in the group, when they realize that they're not walking this journey alone. They may not feel it at that moment, but they know that as time goes on, that there will be that light at the end of the tunnel, and they will have an army behind them supporting them.